Hello, leaders on Facebook and LinkedIn. This is
Hello.
Melissa, and today we are talking about how to keep your employees and your team accountable without wasting your time on hand holding and pushing them to do the work. So this is a really important topic that I talk with leaders about behind the scenes all the time. So who I am, in case we haven't met yet, my name's Melissa. I'm an executive coach and a management consultant, and I work with leaders who are looking to increase their team's performance. So they are looking to build a high performing team. Often that means coming from a place of a good team and wanting to get to the next level. And they want to know what they don't know yet about their team so they can make those small adjustments that's going to make a big difference. So I help them create those custom leading people first strategies that they can deploy and they can develop their team. So they're improving their workplace culture in the process of setting up a team to achieve great results and to deliver on really important strategic goals that we have. And we set up strategic goals with really good intentions of getting them met. But we know that 9 in 10 organizations don't meet their strategic goals. So there is a gap between strategic goals and implementing those strategic goals. And that connecting piece, what makes the difference is people. So that's where I come in. My specialty is the people side of business. So I work with great leaders. I help them achieve great results. And over the past year, I've worked with 350 leaders. So more than I kind of stopped my calculations there in like this disbelief of how many people I've touched. That's come from workshops. I do the influential leader workshop a few times a year. I have, several hundred sign up for that. I do EQ cafes. I run group programs and I do one-on-one coaching where I work with the leaders and their teams. So really exciting work, really challenging work. And I love being able to come on live and share some of the behind the scenes so that you can gain insight as to what I do and how you can take that and bring that into your workplace, how you can employ these leadership strategies for yourself and start getting results today. So joining me today is Kelsie-Ann. Kelsie-Ann is one of my team members, and I love the fact that she comes on these lives with me because she's bringing the employee perspective. So in terms of accountability, like I said, most leaders come to me and they're seeking more accountability. They know that accountability is an important piece of the equation. They know it's important. They take on the responsibility. But on the leader's perspective, on the leader's side of things, it often looks like chasing people to get work done. Right. And we take on that responsibility. We need to do this accountability thing. And then our calendar gets hijacked with chasing down people, poking people for updates, just wanting to know the progress, just trying to get a sense of where things are at. Are we on track? Are we going to hit this? And then we have a whole lot of like following up on missed deadlines. Because we know that if, Jane doesn't do the work, then Tom doesn't get his thing, and then Tom can't do his work, which impacts Jim's, which, there's impact all over the place. So now we're like missing deadlines, missing timelines, and chasing everyone. It's, and that's not the only thing that we need to do. We have important strategic work on our desk to get done. So chasing people is an add-on, and that can look like chasing people all day long and coming home, with the work under our in our hands here. And that's taking away from time with our family, experiencing life, creating that work-life balance, because we're spending all the time chasing and then having to do our own work on our own time.
Mhm.
So accountability is not fun for the leader. How is it felt for the employee? So I'd love to bring in that employee perspective as we're like getting tired of holding people accountable. What's going on the other side?
I think an employee, I know at times, in other positions that I've held, I've felt micromanaged,
Mm,
and that they didn't have the confidence in me to actually do my work and to do it effectively and efficiently. So it kind of undermined my fire to do it because, well, they didn't have confidence in me, and almost was very critical about every step. Um, so that was a very challenging role, and I also played a dual role in that situation.
right.
So that was kind of a one-off, but yeah, just kind of that micromanager, lack of confidence within the employee, I think is something that is notable.
Yeah. So feeling micromanaged, that's taking away some of your autonomy, some of your freedom. You're
Mhm.
not feeling trusted, right? And I'm also kind of picked up on some even trusting yourself
Mm.
in that process, which affected your motivation. And I could take a wild guess here and say that affected your in not only motivation, but engagement, that emotional commitment that you have to the work.
100%.
And that's highlighting this as we're doing things, and we hate as leaders doing it, but we feel like we have to do it. It's affecting this employee and it's keeping us in this vicious cycle, this trap of chasing, doing it. Motivation, engagement is going down. So we need to do more of the accountability as we're losing people in the process. And that is, a winning, or a losing battle.
Mm.
You're not winning, the employee's not winning, the company surely isn't winning.
No.
But we've been taught, we've learned that in order to get things done, we need to keep people accountable, and that those accountability tactics are based on external control. So that's how we define and that's how we know accountability. And accountability in itself is not wrong, and it's actually a part of influence. So when I measure influence, accountability is one of 8 things that's important to influence. So it's definitely important. But how we're going about keeping people accountable is hurting us. It's hurting our relationships. It's hurting our engagement, and it's hurting our performance. Oh, I'm saying this and I'm feeling it. If you're
Mhm.
joining us right now and you have felt the need to keep people accountable, or you're relating to anything here, say hi and let me know what's striking you right now. Because as I'm speaking it, like, I can definitely relate it so much to what I have lived in management. And this is every leader that I work with, this subject comes up. So what could accountability look like if we were to move away from external control and move into internal control, intrinsic motivation, and letting people take their accountability, right? That is a different way to start reflecting on it. And I want to offer you some points here, some new ways of looking at accountability. So what if accountability were more like connection points that would engage your employee to make the choice to take responsibility? Really accessing that internal motivation. What if your communication strategy was increasing transparency So the quality of your conversations were different, and it was setting up the alignment so that you are becoming partners and achieving things together. What if you had systems in place that really clarified and empowered employees to know what they can take action on, what they can take initiative on, what they can actually decide and run with, so that they're not just waiting around waiting to be told? And what if your team was self-managed? What if you didn't need to manage them, but they were able to manage themselves and collaborate so that they are enjoying the process of getting meaningful work done and achieving together? And that, my friend, is what I'm about. And there is a different way of approaching accountability that's actually inspiring, allowing people to step up, take responsibility, feel empowered, do meaningful work, and be excited to do the work. To increase that, motivation as you're enhancing the relationships and improving the culture. So that is what my clients find inside the Executive Edge. And earlier, not this week, but last week, so Monday of last week, I announced that I was opening up this program. I was opening up 6 seats on this program. And inside the Executive Edge, my clients find these strategies. So what happens inside the Executive Edge is a collection. It's an 8-week program where you get a personalized assessment. So I use validated assessment to bring out your leadership EQ profile that we can work with. And we can personalize your experience through the program based on your profile. You get one-on-one coaching. So I can personalize and customize a strategy that you'll be able to employ to achieve the results that you want. So this is going to take away a lot of the clutter for you. When it comes to leadership, there's a lot of things out there, and you can spend a lot of time chasing and learning and trying to do all the things. But in reality, when we look at your unique profile, we look at the uniqueness of your situation and the people in your situation, the people on your team dynamics, and then we look at your environment. We look at that organizational structure and the things that come into play, the norms that are set up. We can customize something that works for you so you can really zero in on the things that will make the difference. And then we will have 6 group training sessions. So this would be, you'll be sitting around a table, 6 people that will become your mastermind. As you go through this training, there will be a training component and a coaching component to this, where you're going to be able to take all of those influential leadership concepts and turn it into your practice. So what does it look like in real life to be embodying, practicing these strategies? Way too often we're learning things that are exciting. We understand them. We get to the workplace. We think we're going to do it. And then we wait and we don't find the opportunity. So we put it on the shelf. And it's a nice little piece of information that we have on the shelf in our mind that we're not actually using day to day, and we're not walking the talk. So the magic that I bring to the table is I make sure that every single piece, every single concept, everything that we're going to go over, that you have a way of employing it, that you have a way of walking the talk. And that's going to start working for you. And because you start walking the talk, you start getting results right away. So usually within 2 weeks is what I expect. You start seeing a shift in your influence, your level of influence, how people are reacting to you. Your relationships get stronger. Having conversations easier. having hard conversations easier, and people start listening to you. So starting to have more of that impact. Your ideas are all of a sudden being accepted very easily and being embraced, and you start becoming that trusted ally people come to. And for some people, that's, they're really focused on their team right now. And some people going through the program, they have the team thing figured out. They're more focused on influence where horizontally with their colleagues. And others have this kind of figured out, and they're moving into upward, their upline. So inside the program, it's not just the team, but we're looking at the entirety of your influence within the organization. So, Kelsie-Ann, as I'm speaking all of this, is there anything that you think people who are interested in this program need to know about it?
Oh, goodness. Well, we had 6 seats. 3 are gone. 2 are pending. So that means 1 left.
Yeah.
So and doors are closing this evening. Today's the 23rd already. So
yeah. So if you are interested in this program and you want to know, you want something different, you've gone through leadership training before, you have lots of experience, and you're ready for something different, because that's what you're going to get with me. This is not your typical leadership training. It's very interactive, very engaged, and I am there every step of the way. It's a very white glove type of program. You have me in your back pocket every single step of the way. So if you're ready for that something different, it's important for you to book your consultation before midnight. So before 11:59 tonight, Eastern time, you need to get yourself in my calendar. So you don't need to have the call today, but you need to book your call today. And your call would be later this week or beginning of next week. So on this call, we're going to be exploring your situation. So I call this a consultation. This is not you saying yes. And this is not me saying yes yet. We need to explore your situation, what you would like to get out of the program, and make sure that this program is a good fit for you, that you can achieve the results that you want through the program, and that you are a good fit for the program and the mastermind that's coming together. All right, so it's a two-way street. We're going to be exploring that. Regardless of if you move forward or not, I will be leaving you with lots of recommendations and nuggets. So you will gain something from this consultation regardless. And if you are a good fit, then we are going to make sure that you have everything that you need. And we are going to start the onboarding process. So I'm ordering materials at the end of the week. We are starting onboarding the very excited cohort. So the people who have booked their seats, super excited, they can't wait. We're starting the onboarding next week. So I hope to see your call booked on my calendar before the end of tonight. So if you are even remotely interested, do yourself a favor, come explore, come see what this could mean for you.
So onboarding, Melissa, is next week, starts the 28th, and then the course starts on the 9th of December, correct?
So the first group session will be on the 9th. So officially, we are starting next week in our onboarding process. This is when you're going to be receiving your EQ leadership assessment, and you're going to be receiving your first one-on-one consultation with me. So we're going to be customizing, designing your strategy so that when you step into that first group session with your mastermind, you have that clarity on what's going on, you have the insight, and you know what you're working on.
Perfect.
So
perfect. So you're setting everyone up, helping that success right from get-go.
Absolutely. Perfect. I want to make sure that every minute of your time invested will pay you back.
Wonderful.
I am only interested in home runs. I don't do, and this is why it's not a fit for everyone. If you are not ready, I will tell you. You know, do X, Y, and Z, and then we'll be ready to proceed.
Yeah.
Or, this is not a good fit and it's
Mhm.
not for everyone, but for the people who are ready and who are coming with that wanting to lead people first, who care about their employees, they're actually leading a team. So you need to be leading people and in a position of management,
Mhm.
then this is for you. And we'll be moving forward. So thank you,
Mhm.
everyone. I can't wait to talk to you, and I can't wait to get started. It's an exciting one.
Sure is. Bye.
Bye.